Hi, do you have breast implants or know someone that's considering getting them? Maybe you have friends or family members that have them. Maybe you already have other forms of implants, joint replacements, metal plates, what have you. Well, then I think this information you're going to find incredibly empowering and useful for your health moving forward. I'm going to talk about how these implants impact the health of your body. I'm going to go into what's in these implants, the chemical runoff that occurs by having them inside of us, how our diet is increasing this chemical runoff, how these implants, in part, are causing our symptoms and conditions, and then, of course, lastly, how to protect ourselves. A few things I want to discuss first. The first thing is that I'm sharing this information with you in order to empower you, not to cause any fear. Hopefully, you see tremendous value in this information so that you can take your power back and make conscious decisions in order to improve your health and the health of your loved ones. The second thing I want to share with you is that there's so many wonderful surgeons that are working their tails off, doing everything they can to help people move forward. I have an implant right here. I had an accident and it was very scary. And my orthopedic surgeon helped me. And frankly, there was a risk that this could have taken my life based on the way the injury occurred. And this surgeon didn't think twice, no hesitation, put me in front of the line and did an emergency operation in order to help heal me. So I'm grateful for that. And so I just want to be clear that nothing we share today has anything to do with the physicians and surgeons and clinicians involved in the implants themselves. In many cases, these implants help change our lives. So let's get back to what's in these implants and how they're impacting the body. So the implants themselves, if they're breast implants, they have in them, let's say, saline. What's also in those implants? Formaldehyde, toxic heavy metals, synthetic chemicals, plastics. What's in the metal plate that I have inside me? Or joint replacements, for example. Titanium. It's a very popular one. This is a metal that, although we've been told is safe, is made in a lab. It's an industrialized metal. Therefore, it's a denatured metal and it's toxic to the body. Let's jump into how is this impacting our health and our body. So the surgery itself puts a ton of stress on the body and the immune system. Your immune system is made up of immune cells, of course, all throughout your body. And their job and their purpose is to gobble up and eat up and remove and disperse safely all the poisons, toxins, chemicals, and foreign invaders inside the body. But I want to focus on the fact that these implants are putting stress on the immune system. Okay, back to the chemical runoff. The chemical runoff naturally occurs with all of these implants because of our diet, because of the foods and drinks that we're consuming on a daily basis. Let me give you some examples. Most of us are consuming a high protein, high fat diet. And whether you're consuming lean meats or plant-based proteins, you still naturally have a high-fat diet as well. And the protein and the fat, believe it or not, are both acidic. Just imagine how many foods you're consuming, whether you eat meat or you don't, that have protein in them and fat in them. And now understand that those are acidic inside your body. It's kind of mind-blowing when you think about it. Other acidic foods: coffee, vinegar, fermented foods, teas, dairy, emotional stress, trauma, relationship issues, all of which, of course, release adrenaline. When it's stress-related, we hear a lot about cortisol. Same thing. Hormones inside your body that are released under stressful times and are acidic. Okay, don't be too overwhelmed. Again, this is to empower you. We'll get through some ways in which you can protect yourself and lower all of this load on your body and your immune system. But it's important you know what's going on. Again, so you can make conscious decisions in order to improve your health. So, the high protein, high fat diet, is that helping you? Particularly if you have an implant? No, it's not. So maybe try to cut that back a little bit. You don't need as much protein, and you really don't need fats. Try to cut that back. Little by little, try to remove the amount of protein you're consuming, the amount of fats you're consuming. Try to consume more fruits and vegetables, which are alkaline and will help change that balance of the acidity inside your body. Now that I've discussed all the acidic foods, let me bring that full circle for you. It's those acidic foods and drinks. Sodas, I didn't mention drinks, sodas, alcohol, kombucha, like I said, fermented foods, beer. All of these acidic foods and drinks are slowly wearing away at the medical devices. Do you understand? Little by little, they wear away at the outer coatings of these implants. So whether it's a joint replacement, it's a metal plate, or it's a breast implant, you can rest assured there will be a chemical runoff consistently inside your body if you have a diet filled with acidic foods and drinks. And since most of us do, and this makes up most of the things we're consuming, this is why this is so important for us to have this conversation and for us to share this information. What this chemical runoff is doing is it's poisoning us little by little, day after day. And so this puts a huge stress on your immune system. Well, just imagine if your immune system has already been bombarded with poisons and chemicals and toxins from the foods we eat, to the air that we're breathing, to the pots and pans we cook out of, the foods that we cook inside our oven, for example, on parchment paper or on tin foil, all the drinks you consumed in aluminum cans, every pharmaceutical you've ever taken, every single one, regardless of why you took it, they all have poisons and toxins in them. I've done previous videos on just how much we've been bombarded by poisons and toxins. So I don't want to spend a lot of time on that, but it's important to understand we're also being bombarded by infections, bacterial and viral, all of which put stress on your immune system. Your immune system can only do so much in any given day. And this is why the implants and knowing about the chemical runoff is so important. So what we're doing under normal circumstances, and we are not even aware, is that every day, little by little, this chemical runoff is putting stress on your immune system, which makes it harder for your immune system to fight the bacteria and viruses that we are being exposed to on a daily basis, from the chemicals and poisons that we are being exposed to on a daily basis. Now that I've discussed how our diet is increasing the chemical runoff and how that's put so much stress and pressure on your immune system, I want to talk about how, in part, these implants are causing our symptoms and conditions. So, let's say, for example, you have breast implants. If you have brain fog, if you have vertigo, pain, mystery pain in your limbs or your muscles, muscle weakness, tingling, spasms, tics, eye floaters, even anxiety and depression. If you have any of these symptoms, please understand that these very well could be linked to your implants. I know this is tough information to hear, but this is so important. Because a lot of us have these implants, it's important to understand that this could be causing some of our symptoms and conditions. Now, let me take that a step further. What if, on top of the poisons and toxins inside of our body, and the implants that we already have, and the acidic diet, of course, that most of us are consuming, which is causing that chemical runoff and putting stress on our immune systems, what if there's other factors? What if we have more bacterial and viral infections inside of us? What if our immune system has already been weakened due to other factors? Well, then we may have conditions like fibromyalgia, chronic fatigue syndrome, Lyme's disease, and other autoimmune disorders. Now you know. I truly hope that we can wake up and take our power back and make decisions in order to benefit ourselves and our health. So, let's discuss how to protect yourself. Because these implants are putting so much stress on our immune systems, and in part linked to our symptoms and conditions, we need to start cleansing our body of all these poisons and toxins and lower the load that is being placed on our immune systems and our livers. The liver, of course, is the filter for the human body, and so it takes the brunt of all of the poisons and toxins and crap and garbage that we've been bombarded with over lifetimes, of which includes the chemical runoff from implants. How do you clean your liver? Every single morning when you wake up, the first thing you should do is consume between 16 and 32 ounces of cold or warm water with fresh squeezed lemon or lime in it. Now, you can add honey to it. Try to make that raw and unfiltered honey. And you can add ginger to that as well. Both the raw honey and the ginger will increase the effectiveness and the healing benefits of your lemon or lime water. However, you don't have to have either of those in order to cleanse your liver, your immune system, your blood, your pancreas, and your kidneys. But if you can add the raw honey and or the ginger, well, that would be great. The key is to do this first thing in the morning on an empty stomach. You really want to get closer to that 32 ounces every morning. I mentioned between 16 to 32 because if you're not used to consuming that amount of liquid first thing when you wake up, it can seem like a lot. So start at the 16, work your way up to the 32 ounces. If you're an adult, you should be consuming 32 ounces of fresh squeezed lemon or lime water. You can do this every morning to start to cleanse and heal your organs and start to remove the crap from your liver, thereby lowering the burden that we've been placing on our immune systems and our organs, and help us heal and start to lift these symptoms and conditions that many of us are facing. There's many other things that you can do in order to heal your body and to move your health forward. And I will continue to be a messenger of this information, to be of service to you, because I'm passionate about this and I love you unconditionally. Thank you for listening, and please share this information. Godspeed on your healing journey.